And with that, I will bring us to our final show of the day, pre-market prep at the close. Producer Ryan, update that description and title, please. Joel Elconin is here. He's ready. Joel, did you survive the great market crash of
Are you trying to
2021?
take my material?
That is
Are you
that is
trying to
not
take my material,
that is
Spencer?
not your material.
Is
That
it
is
true that they saved the best for last?
that's
Is that
always
the truth?
it's
Is
always
that
the
the
truth.
truth? They saved the best for last.
Always the truth. Always the truth.
Could you believe it? First of all, did we hit any circuit breakers? Did we hit any circuit breakers?
No.
That's what I want to know.
Not even close. Not even close.
Oh my gosh. And you know what happened? I don't know if you saw my tweet earlier this
No.
morning.
Didn't do it.
But we were down, but you know what brought us back? Pumping Powell,
Oh.
right?
No, that's not no.
Yeah, that's
No.
why
What do you mean?
everybody
What do you
come
mean?
on.
We bottomed at like 10:30 this morning.
Yeah,
Oh,
because everybody
10:45.
knew he was gonna he was just getting the mix out and he was gonna stir it up and I don't know if he was gonna throw some ice
Yeah.
cubes in there. Come on. You had to buy. Everyone on Twitter knew to buy for Pumpin' Powell. Didn't you
Yeah.
know? Anyways, I'm being a little facetious. I hope that's okay with the afternoon crowd here.
We
But
bought the dip. We bought the dip. If you bought the dip,
you gotta, oh man, I just wish it would have kept going lower and lower because I just would have just kept buying and buying and adding to a losing position because the market always comes back. No matter what you do, you just buy the dip. I don't even know
yeah.
why they have some.
Hey,
Full disclosure.
pull up your charts so we can see the chart of the S&Ps
Okay.
today because
All right.
we had a bit of a wild first hour there.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I didn't know what to do. Uh I'm lying. Okay, let me go to my yard slack here and pull this up for you and just do a quick recap. You guys know my tricks by now. I like to, watch that pre-market high, see what happens at that area. Pre-market high 28.50, stalled at 26, and then you had some nervous Nellies selling. Took us down to 78 and a quarter. That took us through Monday's low. So, people got a little scary, but then we bounced back. Don't know if we're going to post a new all-time closing high today. That has to be over '08. So there's a chance we're going to get three dips in the same area. So that's always interesting. Crude. Who says you can't have a 9-day winning streak? 9 days in a row. Crude oil's traded higher, up 17 cents at 58.53. Almost got to 59, 58.91 high. I'll be trying to pick a top in that soon. You have gold up $5 at 18.42 and a half. Silver, that's going the opposite way, just because I want silver to go higher. It's down 31 cents at 27.09. And I was just thinking about Bitcoin here. And we're traded down here. We're trading down a couple $1,000, or no, not a couple thousand. Yeah, 2,520. And the thing I thought about Bitcoin is, are we going to stay in the 40,000 handle as long as we stayed in the 30,000 handle? Do you know how long that was? That was like 24 consecutive sessions before we broke out. I sure hope that's not the case, but that's what I'm looking at in the commodities, in the futures, in the SPOs. What would you like to cover from this morning's show, or do you have some new movers you'd like me to analyze?
A little bit of both. Can we check in on some of the cannabis names that we were watching this morning? Like let's check in. Because as we know, stocks that lead us higher also tend to lead us lower. So
Yes.
what was leading us higher this morning? It was Tilray. It was Canopy Growth. It was Canopy Growth. It was all these pot names, and they all had a bit of an oopsie.
Yeah, but now they're coming back though.
Yeah.
Coming back toward the highs of the sessions. Don't follow these as closely as a lot of you other partiers out there do. Got nowhere near the pre-market high. But man, this thing did get into the 60 handle. Whew, I don't know what to say about this. Is it going back to 300? In this market, don't never say never.
Joel, come on. That's blasphemy. Where are we
Yeah,
at now?
but
Where are
did
we
you
at now?
if I would have said GameStop's going to 500, what would you said back then, Spencer? This is the
Oh,
anything can happen market, okay? This
holy
anything
moly.
can happen in this market,
You,
right?
you know what's interesting? I just pulled up a monthly on Tilray, and I'm looking at like the monthly volume, and whoa, it like is dwarfing even if you go back to the month where it did hit 300. That was back in September 2018. The volume, the monthly volume on Tilray right now is just like dwarfing back
Yeah.
then. Yeah.
Who knows? Spoofs just go unchanged here, folks. So looks like a little bit of maybe some selling into the close. Let's see if we can hold that closing price. That closing price of 05.5. I think that's pretty important. Heading into the final 23 minutes here, going a little bit red to see if the buy the dippers come in again. I'll just say closing price on these things. See where you're marked on this. See if you're happy with the mark, and then see how that trades tomorrow. I'll do that with all these stocks just because we know that you just can't predict in this crazy market, even no matter how hard you do. Look at that. Canopy growth getting over 56. Nothing there on the monthlies I could have given to. Yeah, I could come up with something on the weeklies maybe. S&Ps doesn't look like we want to hold 3,900 here, folks. We're losing altitude as we speak. So just keep your eye closing prices in this thing. 2-day run after breaking out of 45. I'm kicking myself for missing that. What else falls into this? Kronos, CRON, right?
Yeah. Well, that's merging with. Oh no, that's a free. Yeah, Kronos is in the group. Yep.
Yep. So let's see how Kronos is doing. I think Triple D maybe made the better call on these. I think he was talking about selling the rip on these, and it looked like it looked okay, but now it's coming back. So keep an eye on the closing prices. This one, did you hit any monthly resistance in Kronos? 1634. Haven't quite got there. So there's a target. Let's look at APHA. What are you guys doing out there? You guys selling? Is our chat selling in here? Because we are starting to get going.
Somebody's selling.
Somebody, oh my lord! I guess that little break
Oh,
might have spooked some people today. This one this one is not having the strongest day. I swear, I woke up this morning and I was like, I'm gonna maybe look at some calls in this stock, and then the way it was acting in the pre-market, I'm like, up day late and $1 short. But this is settling more mid-range, so put more emphasis on that closing price.
Crypto Morning Show says the Tilray trade years back was his best trade ever. Tell us about that trade, Crypto Morning Show. I want to know about your Tilray trade back in 2018 when it went to 300. What about Toyota today? Toyota, there was some midday news. You don't get too much midday news these days. There was a midday headline that they're debuting 3 new electric vehicles in the U.S. TM. Going to the
I should
moon.
know that. That has like the easiest symbol.
Yeah.
Is that a new all-time? Look at this. Trading at a new all-time high. If you're afraid of heights here, folks, 140 to 162, gapping up. That's a tough one to trade. I mean, especially secondary market. Now we're losing 3,900, folks. I don't know if we're seeing some sell imbalances here. Man, you got to be aggressive on that short side if it really is going to continue to go down. Can't say much on this one because ADR traded overseas.
That's
overseas,
right.
Asia.
Toyota is an ADR. That's true. Okay, what else here? What about you see Twitter today? Twitter, man, you know what? I'm glad I didn't step in front of this thing, but it did sell off with the market at the open, and it's coming all the way back. I never would have seen this coming.
And I saw, I think the Warlock Kenny Glick commented that the numbers weren't that much different, but they like it. And I just get rid of this stupid trend line. It's never going to come down to that one again.
Nope.
What did I say in the monthlies? I think I gave a monthly number here. Let me get rid of this line. And man, when you're going back to Twitter, I believe a monthly high near 70, if I recollect correctly, which, when you get to be my age, doesn't always happen.
Mm-hmm.
There's a monthly high at 70.43, January of 2014. 14. So I don't know if you got a target at 70 on this thing. I mean, don't be too stubborn. You hit 69.25 today. Once again, closing price and that very unusual price action. Even though the stock bugs me, I'm glad I never got rid of it. Full disclosure, I'm long. Full disclosure, I don't know what the hell I'm doing with it.
Hey, those are
Why
the best.
sell?
Those are the best disclosures.
You know what? I was thinking too when Dennis always talk about selling and everything, and I could literally say in the long time that I've been doing investing with Lisa, the only thing we sold was GameStop.
Yeah, all right. Hey,
Yeah.
sometimes selling works. For example, OLB, right? Right.
Right. That's a crypto one, right?
Yeah. Sometimes it works. That was the one from this morning.
OLB.
Yeah.
What did it do? See if you had any clues here. This one might have been a little tougher to trade because you took out that pre-market high. And when you do that, it was still turned out to be a good number. But, if I was trading this thing and if I was trying to short it, full disclosure, I didn't even look at this stock today. I'd have been thinking 15, 20. Okay, I'll take a shot there. Well, you would have taken some heat. So in those kind of instances, if you feel like you're looking at the pre-market high, you want to look at something like that. Maybe when it went up through it, all right, leave it alone. But I tell you, when it came back down through it, because then you're going with the momentum. My one buddy, Jim, he's always like, go with the momentum. Go with the momentum. Sell things when they're going down and buy things when they're going up instead of trying to be a contrarian. So that's the only way that trade would have worked. Not filling the gap yet. I mean, Bitcoin goes to 40,000. I don't know where this thing is going. So just keep that in the back of your mind.
Let's look at Uber and Lyft together. We didn't even get to Lyft. They had earnings last night. Uber has earnings tonight. Let's start with Lyft here. Really not moving with the market today. Popped on its report. Hit a pre-market high at like 7 a.m. or whatever.
Never saw it.
Never saw it. But it hasn't really stopped going down all day.
Should I get rid of this down trend line that I probably put in January that would have had you getting long the stock at 29? Should I get rid of that?
Yeah.
So I won't have to cry every time I look at it?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll get rid of it. Boom.
All
You're
right.
Gone. New trend line.
We're gone.
Spencer, why don't you follow these trend lines? What do I pay you all this money for when you don't follow the trend lines on my chart? What do? Just sit there with the Seinfeld family the whole day? Cracking jokes?
I wish. Okay. I wish.
The Lyftster, I don't like it. I don't like the price action. I mean, it's settling near the low. Some people are going to say, oh, wow, this almost got to 60 and now it's at 56. So it's important. Tomorrow's low is important. Today's low will be the low for tomorrow's session. That's 55.26. Not much of a gap in there. What's kind of interesting here is you had a double top ahead of the report, 54.75, 54.79. So, let's call it $55 out. Now we are now under 3,900. Oh my Lord. They're going back. We are going back down here, folks.
No, we're in a green candle in the most recent 15-minute chart. So.
Yeah, well, I don't know what you're looking at. Looking at the journal or something. So
no,
Uber,
I'm looking at a 15-minute chart, and we're
in what?
The 15 minutes start. It just started at 3:45. It just started. It's 15 minutes left. So
I bet you.
Oh no, now we're red. I'll forget it. Okay.
Uber. I mean, new all-time high going into the report. You see the way they treated Lyft. If you have a target in here or something, I don't know how many more people they're taking Lyfts and Ubers, but like I say, you have a target in there or you have a target above. Wait to see the report. But if it's down $5 tomorrow, well, you had your opportunity to get out today.
All right, Ivy on the coast is asking a unintentionally deep question here. Is this a buy the dip for Tesla and Amazon?
You know what? Did you see the Tesla news?
No. What? No.
You didn't see the Tesla news?
No, am I uninformed?
I,
What's
I
the?
don't know. Wait
Oh
a
my God,
second.
we have so many, Randy. Why would we have so many Tesla headlines in Benzinga Pro? You're gonna make me read all this? Oh my goodness. Okay, what is the news I need to know?
Okay, I don't want to say anything because I thought.
Are you talking about Vanguard?
No, what happened with Vanguard?
Vanguard bought more Tesla. That's
No,
okay.
I
Okay.
thought I saw in my Twitter feed, and maybe this was just nonsense.
Wait, Joe, what's the news for real? I don't know what you're
I
talking about.
don't I don't know if it's true. So I don't know if I want to I don't know if I want to say it because I don't know if it's true and I don't want, Jason to get mad if Tesla goes down to 600. So I'm not going to say anything. I saw it on my Twitter feed, so most likely it's not true.
I'm just gonna go skim through the Benzinga Pro news feed real
If
fast.
you guess it, then I'll tell you what I saw, but I'm not saying it. I'm not saying
The fact is, every single Tesla we've tested has failed to hit its EPA range estimate. That was a tweet from Edmunds. I don't know if you saw that. That's what you're
That's not
referring
it.
to.
That's not it.
Okay. The company received a warning from Chinese regulators. That one.
That wasn't it either.
Okay. Lindsay
I'm
Lindsay
looking.
Lohan supports Bitcoin. Was it that?
Yeah. They sold his Bitcoin. No. No. I don't know what it is. Let's see if it shakes out tomorrow.
Starlink is taking pre-orders. That's got nothing to do with Tesla. That's
You
all I
know
know.
you know who signed up for the Starlink pre-order?
You?
No. I'll give you one guess.
Kenny Glick.
Did Kenny do it too?
I don't know. You asked me to
Nope,
guess.
not Kenny. Better guess than Kenny.
Somebody
Come
we
on.
know.
Who's it? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, we know.
And they want to go to space.
Yeah, and they're a guest on the show. And they're
Um,
they've been a Tesla bull for a long time.
Gene Munster.
Nope. Nope.
I'm done guessing.
Come on. Who's one of the
Jason?
I don't know if Jason signed up. I haven't talked to him.
Let's find out.
Keep going. Keep going.
No, just tell me. I don't want to keep guessing.
Jeremy Newsom.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, he tweeted out his confirmation for like his seat or something. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, we'll see. Spoos, I got a little too excited on the downside here. Back over 3,900. You were right, Spencer. Little maybe a chance of the green candle on this one. We got what 12. Boy, this is a longer show here, starting at 3:30. Huh? We got 12 minutes to go. What would you like to cover?
Let's do some stuff from the chat. Enphase reported today. Did they? Enphase did. Yesterday. They had earnings yesterday after the close. And it was a beat on the EPS, a beat on the sales. They gave strong Q1 sales guidance and ENPH. How are we looking?
Ooh. They sold the news on this. That sounded like a pretty good report, right? So this is what you do. I'll make this easy for you guys watching at home. I'm going to say, okay, well, they took care of that fib and they threw it out the window. But you know what? You can't teach this old dog new tricks. So I'm just going to do this this Fibonacci again here. And I'm going to say, okay, you made a new all-time high today. And now this is your area right here. Boom, boom, 50% comes in right here. Now I'm not a super technical person, but technically speaking, you may have a key reversal here. And key reversal is when you make a new high and you come down and you take out the low from the previous session. Now you haven't taken out the low yet from the previous session, so it's not a key reversal, but that is not a good looking candle for Enphase. Not saying it's going back to this 180 area, but you definitely had some big profit taking in this one today after making a new all-time high. Back under 3,900.
Good looks, Joel. Good stuff. What about Sprout Social, SPT? This is a mid cap software.
What's the volume? I don't want to SPT. I want to be careful before I speak here.
Nothing. It's not nothing. I mean,
no, I just want to see what the daily volume is.
Yeah, it's not nothing. 500,000 shares.
That's kind of thin.
Come on. I mean, come on. 500,000 shares is not nothing.
Spencer, have you ever traded a couple thousand shares of a stock that trades 400,000 in a day?
I don't know.
You haven't? Well,
I
I
don't know.
have.
Probably not because I don't trade in blocks of a couple thousand
I
days.
I have, and it hasn't been a long time, and you can't exactly wiggle in and wiggle out. So, um,
All right, fine.
I'm really gonna
Fine.
I'm gonna keep my comments light here, and I'll just say that it's a good day for the stock. It's had a good IPO. It's had a good everything. It's posting a new all-time closing high today, wherever that may be. Wherever is it? It really doesn't look like it's trading much. Is it halted or something?
I don't know.
I'm not seeing any trading.
I'm on a
Oh, there
daily.
I did. See what I
What?
mean? This thing's thin. So wherever what at these levels for
All right.
today,
Okay.
set
I stand corrected. I stand corrected.
78.20 all-time high, all-time closing high, 77.20. That's what I keep an eye on tomorrow.
I stand corrected. I stand corrected.
I mean, I could draw. I mean, I could get a little trend liney here,
No,
but
forget it. Forget it. Moving on.
but
Moving
you know, the
on.
thing on trend lines is it looks different on everyone's computer.
Moving
You
on.
know?
Moving
Oh,
on.
there you go. Are you happy?
No, Andrew Garver wants to know if any word on Rad. I didn't see any news today on Rad.
Rad or rad?
Rad, Rite Aid. Sorry, Rite Aid.
All right, Aid. Oh,
Yeah.
another quality issue.
Nothing's ever good enough for you, I swear.
Oh yeah. This thing moves. I mean, it's a mover. It's a reverse. You know, I don't know what the value of the real estate is. You know, it had a nice move. You had the move over 30. You came back. You found support. Couple inside days. You broke out. If you're looking for more upside, 28.99. That was your high on January 29th. The battle for 3,900 continues. We are now back at 39.03.
If you ever hear the value of the real estate, that's code for what else is there to look at. That's code for the only thing of value is their land.
It's done Macy's okay though, right?
I don't know.
How is Macy's doing?
I don't know if I'd say that.
What happened to? Oh, that was like in GameStop mania. That thing went to 22.
Yeah.
Should we check Mariel Siebert? See how she's doing?
Sure. Do whatever you want.
Oh, Mariel consolidating down. What a sale it was that day. All right, we are heading into the close. 7 minutes to go.
Let's get us to 1,000 likes. Let's go. We are almost
1,000
there.
likes. What have you been doing all day, Spencer? We had like 600 when I left the show this morning.
Oh, I'm too busy talking to be watching the likes, but I should have an intern just spam the like button all day.
Don't people get sick of hearing that? Like me. I feel like I'm like in grade school. Oh, like me. Does Shirley like me? No, that's okay. Go ahead. Pump the likes.
What else? We got 354. Got 5 minutes and change left in today's session. All right, let's go to the quick earnings calendar. So I mentioned Uber reports tonight. Zynga reports tonight. We talked about them yesterday.
Yeah. How did that work? Yeah, that was an interesting play.
This has been an interesting couple of days.
Oh yeah, look at that. 1150. Oh, boy. There's your number, folks. Got a good number on the upside. 2 candles there. People got a little excited. Oh, 1149. This is getting taken over. Nope. Sellers at 1158. And you're selling back off. But closing near the lows of the session. You know, I don't love that. 2 lows at 11. You know, 1102, 1108. So, you know, use that as a bogey. I mean, where are you going to go? 1082. That was your February 8th, or the low on what day was that? That was Monday, and I think this one might have a little bid under it, like a little secret bid, like, oh, what if something, what if there's other acquisitions? Not for me. I'm not out there bidding it, thinking about that, because if I do that, then I know it won't happen for sure. But that's why I don't think Zynga is going to get whacked. But who knows what happens? I don't know when they have earnings. Who knows what kind of news there'll be on it.
Nick Malucci, what does SPOOS stand for? It is the symbol for the S&P 500 futures. SPOOS.
Can you give him a timeout? Because he has been in the show. We met him in New York. When he's been around. He used to be his dog's name or whatever.
I no, that's SPOOS is such like an old term. I'm going to give everyone a pass for not knowing what that means.
Yes, when I cut my teeth in the markets, it was in the S&P 500 index futures pit, and yes, SPU is the symbol for September. But the other symbols are SPH. What are you going to do? SPA or, Abner's Way. That was it. That's what Nick used to use. And then there's SPM and then there's SPZ. But when you were on the pit, they say, hey, what's going on in the spoos? And so that was it. So when I went on Twitter 800 years ago, I don't know when I went on Twitter. I think it was
I'll tell you when I went on Twitter.
2012 or 2013. Dennis made me do it. I didn't want to do it. He's like, you got to go on this thing called Twitter. So that's why. And then I never changed it, and probably never will. But
I think I joined Twitter in 2008. I want to say.
Really?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Wow.
Okay.
You really went original with your name, your screen name there.
All right.
You get an A for originality.
Thanks, Joel. Back to the earnings calendar. So Benzinga, we mentioned Uber, we mentioned iRobot. Yes, iRobot reports tonight. Sonos reports tonight. Zillow reports tonight. MGM, the casino, reports tonight. So we got some earnings tonight of interest tomorrow morning.
Hey, Nick, I know you're not busting my chops, Nick. I'm just giving you a hard time. Come on. You just rattled off 5 stocks on
Yeah,
this.
yeah. I'm just going through the list. And tomorrow morning, we got a bunch of consumer staples. So Pepsi, Kraft Heinz, Tyson, Kellogg, Generac. They're not a staple, but they're tomorrow morning. So that's pretty much it. So, yeah, that's your earnings calendar.
I'll take a look. If there's anything, sticking out, I can I'll do it. I'll take a look. If you just have to go a little bit slower than that.
Wait, hold on. Let me check CRSP. I didn't write them down, but CRSP, I believe you. I just want to double check. Yeah, CRISPR Therapeutics. They report. I'm seeing unconfirmed in Benzinga Pro, so they could report tonight, but I'm not 100% sure.
I think I did see them on the list.
Okay.
I think I did when I was doing a little research.
They're asking us.
CRISPR?
Yeah, let's do CRISPR, and then we'll do one or two more.
Okay, CRSP. Been hanging out here a long time, folks, and you come down from 220. I'd say maybe a little overhead supply on a pop. If you lose this low, you got another block of lows here. So this is like a report where the street ain't leaning no way. They don't know which way to go on this report. So, but this is a biotech, right? So they don't.
Yeah.
So earnings, it's not as important unless they, come up with a cure for something. So, and someone tweeted out something about Pfizer. Look at this thing, 6 tuplet low. I wonder if it took it out. Look at this. Come all the way back down from Vaccine Monday and filled the gap, and now is just dead in the water. Look at this thing. So I don't know. I don't know if there's a catalyst coming up. I don't know what they have in the pipeline. They already had earnings, so I just thought, I know it's boring. Like, who wants to talk about Pfizer, right? But someone tweeted at me today, so I just wanted to talk to you about that. Battle for 3,900 rages on. We are right there, 3,900, 3,902. So we'll see how things. Who's our guest for tomorrow, Spencer?
Great question, Joel. We've got Buck Andrews tomorrow morning on pre-market prep. Kicking off another fun-filled day of live streaming. I should just call this live stream with Spencer because it seems to be most.
You're doing good. I'll tell you right now. Like the first day you came on, you were like, and then yesterday,
Jason just hopped on.
What'd you say?
Jason's here. What's up, Jason?
Why is that so funny that Jason just hopped on?
Because we weren't done.
You just said it. Fun full day of Spencer.
I was wrapping up. I was gonna segue. It's called a segue when you transition from one thing to the next. I was gonna segue to you, but you just jumped right in.
Wow, big pop. I'll let you guys get to it. Big pop on the close, like 5-6 handles. We're not gonna get to that old time closing high at 39.08, but looks like we're gonna settle unchanged on the session. So
all right,
I will let Jason and Spencer take it away.